Hello YouTube, and today I shall be investigating this tiny little Zugibold. It is teeny, look. Here's my fingers. And this is advertised as a small UPS, or uninterruptible power supply. Is it? So, what do I have here? Well, I've got 28 volts from the battery coming into this buck converter, turn that down to 5 volts. And I've got 5 volts going in to these two pins, which is the 5 volt input. And then on these two pins I've got a set of lithium ion batteries which are charging up, and they're currently sitting at 4.2 volts. Still charging because there's 700 milliamps in there. And on the output I've got an LED. Nice and simple. So currently we have a current of 750 milliamps going into the battery. And I shall measure the voltage now. And the voltage of the battery is 4.22. So it's slightly overcharging right now. Its cutoff should be 4.2. We'll see what point it stops. Now it is a TP4056 on the board, which is the little IC. So you've got a TP4056 IC here, and you've got a boost converter IC here. And that's effectively all it is. You've got a TP4056 and then the boost converter beyond that. And that's my LED that's running. And the voltage across the LED is 5.2 volts. So it appears to be working if it is charging up the batteries a little high. But is it a UPS? So I've got some Wago terminals here. I'm going to disconnect the input. Oh, no I'm not. I'm going to flick it off the bench. Come on, disconnect. And disconnected. There you go, there's the input. Light's gone out. Charge light's gone out. LED is still running. So, yes, it is a USB universal. What am I talking about? It is a uninterruptible power supply. In fact, the power to LED hasn't been interrupted. But is it a good one? I've got it currently hooked up to a DC load here. God, clear these up. There you go, that's clear. 5 volts at 0.2 of an amp, and it's okay. Let's turn the current up to 0.3, 4.99, 0.4, 0.5. Star voltage is starting to sag a little bit. 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. So 4.5, so I get a little bit of drop off now. 1 amp. 4.5 volts. Yeah, it's a bit noisy. 4.1. 4.2. This thing's rated at 4.2. And we're starting to get more drop off now, 4.3. So we're over the rating for 1.5 amps, and we're getting 4.4. 4.1. 3.8. Is this where it's going to start to? Yeah, and I think it's shut down. I think we're just getting a draw from the battery now. So that's getting rather hot. So I'm going to turn it down. Does it recover? Yes, it does. So I think as long as you stay below 1 amp, this is advertised at 1.2, you should be okay. It's not particularly warm. Actually, I say that diode there is quite hot. But diodes on these things do get quite hot. So it appears to work. I say appears, but there's one massive problem with this. And that is, unlike a TP40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, whatever these boards are called. Oh, I dropped it. TP46, 50, 46. Oh, you know what these boards are. Apart from one of these charge boards. Oh, look, it's on the back. TP4056. See, I was right. These have got a little IC here, a little charge protection IC and a MOSFET. So if the battery gets low, it cuts off the output. This doesn't have that. So when the battery gets low, it will just keep trying to pull 5 volts from it and drain the batteries down flat. I left this running and it pulled these down to under 2 volts, which is too low. So you would need to have your own protected batteries for this. That's the only, well, there's another big problem I've got, which is these pads here are very close together, and when you put wires through them, the risk of shorting is very high, and your bat and ground are only separated by a minuscule, let me zoom in, a minuscule amount. I mean, you can see the tracking, it's not much, is it? To get a bridge between there would be quite disastrous, bear in mind there's no protection, so you have to use these with protected batteries. I'm not, because I think most people probably wouldn't. So yeah, know what you're getting into if you buy one of these. They're okay, it does the job. Let's see how high it charges the battery to, because it's still charging. Nope, it's okay. We're still on 4.21 volts, so we're not massively overcharging these batteries. I mean, there's a tolerance at the end of the day. As long as it doesn't get beyond like 2.25, any higher than that, maybe 2.3 maximum, we should be fine. But yeah, I'll let it charge, and I'll put in the comments below in the description what it cuts off at. But yeah, there it is. Find them on eBay. You can find all sorts of crazy stuff on eBay, can't you? Right, for now, I shall see you later. Maybe next video I'll have something interesting to talk about. You never know. Right, see you later. Bye for now.